Hello, my name is Steve Cannon, and this is my Coursesites page where I have set up for my AET 125 Architectural Drafting and Design 2. In here, you can see on the first page here in the announcements, I have a welcome. And if you click on that, it will give you hopefully it will. It'll give you the announcement, the welcome, and to go to the Getting Started. And inside there, you can find out more information. When I go to my Getting Started link, for some reason, Coursesite's being a little slow today, but we'll get through this. In the Getting Started segment, this is something I use in all my classes. It has what we call the first 60 minutes, and it gives you tips for becoming a successful student, Blackboard help and resources, because I also teach how to Blackboard, campus locations for Delaware Tech, has some overview on what we're going to do for AET 125, and it goes through with more help desk information, Firefox, since that's a recommended software for or browser for viewing Blackboard, and some architecture information there as well for influential architects. And you see those are some of the YouTube videos that you can embed into the Blackboard shell. In here also in the first, above the first divider, we have syllabus and schedule. In the syllabus and schedule is just that, the course syllabus right here, which will link out. And there it is there, all set up with the main things are our measurable performance objectives, which the MPOs, which as you can see, each one of these is broken down to many smaller parts of what's required from the student. Our grading scale is also in here. And see, I'll go back, and here I also have our schedule. And for the schedule for the course, I have each week laid out, as well as the points they can earn for each one of the assignments going forward, and then the total points they will earn in the course. So this is all stuff that I review in the beginning of the first class. I also have, one last thing, the instructor information here, which has my email, hopefully it gets in here, my email, my office phone number, my office room, and I also have a Weebly website, which when you go to the Weebly site, I have just some information about myself, and I also have set up to my Google Calendar here. It won't work in this example because I'm logged into it already, but where you can schedule a meeting as well as some more contact me information. So for advisement, this is very handy for students to be able to schedule meetings without having to go back and forth. They can just click on the schedule meeting and set up a meeting. Once again, this is all stuff I will review the first day of class. The students are all ready to go, and they know what they're expecting to do throughout the semester. Next, we'll get into the learning materials, what we're actually going to be learning during the class. Inside the learning materials, the first thing we have, what we're going to do, once it loads, still loading, is a chicken coop charrette, which I have set up as a learning module, which is a great, I really love this tool, and I'll probably use more of it. But inside this chicken coop, the chicken coop design charrette, it's a small group project where students will share their knowledge of design and how to go through the design process. Students really are getting, this is the introduction to the design process in the program, so they will start by understanding some of the basic things here. They'll explore and define the parts as they go forward. They will brainstorm or ideate. They will get to the prototype. They'll refine it, and then they'll present their final solution. And then here's a submission, which they'll be able to submit in Blackboard, which is also set up as a grade in the grade book, which I'll get to a little bit later. And then this is the reference of where we got this material, where we use the Autodesk secondary education curriculum information. So it's been a great tool to use, something that we actually took from another source and something we didn't have to regenerate. But you can see here that you can just click through real easily and get into the different folders and find out more information. All right. I'll go back to learning materials real quick, hopefully. In learning materials, it also moves on to where we actually start understanding what we're going to be working on for our design project. We also give them some precedent to research, some different things, such as, styles of architecture, and hopefully in the slides, there we go, styles of architecture. Understanding architecture, study of precedents, design process. Let me go here to design process real quick. This is where they really start into their design. But in design process, I have a smartboard lesson that I've created. that integrates some of their previous work that they've done going to here. And it also becomes an interactive lesson that they have to participate. The plus side too of this also, I also have created a little quiz in here in Blackboard, so it's a quick multiple choice true false quiz that they'd be able to take, and I can quickly assess on whether or not they're picking up the information. So here's the smartboard presentation itself. It's a smart notebook file. I've also turned around and posted it on YouTube, and this is a link out to the YouTube file itself so that they can watch the video, and it will help them better understand what's going on. Especially if a student is absent for that day, I don't have to go back and bring it up on the smartboard in the classroom. They can go in and watch the video and hopefully get a good understanding of this. Then here's the quiz that I would have them take just to make sure that they're grasping the material and understanding the concepts, what we're trying to do going forward. Make sure the stuff above really wasn't done for naught. What we do, they eventually move on to, at the end of learning materials, let me try to go back here and see if this works. They start doing some site analysis for the site, and eventually they get into their full-blown design project that they will do for the rest of the semester. It's a lot of ins and outs and little milestones they must meet, which you can see on the schedule going forward. So you can see there's some other information on here with some videos and such going forward and going through there. All right. One of the things I like to do in here as well with my design project, I do have a couple areas where the students will collaborate. One of the collaboration areas is a wiki, a Google Doc that I use for students to share their links to these resources. And by using that Google Doc, when it loads here again, for example, when I get this to open, I'll get to it. The Google Doc has some stuff in there right here, Innovative Design Collaboration. These links are also some different ideas and concepts. One of the things they do, a couple of students did last semester where they did shipping container buildings, so they have a bunch of research on that. Green roof right here link. This is all just so students, solar components, tubes, so they'd use some different systems, and it's all ideas that you used and shared in here. So I like to let them work together that way. Also have in here set up some discussion boards for the students to share some more information. So in the beginning, getting to know you. Passive energy and design, I want them to watch the video and discuss some of the ideas they picked up, as well as talk about the innovative design concepts they may be posting inside the wiki, so that they really start to share the ideas going forward. Other than that, I think that's the main gist of what I have here for my project, for my Coursesites design. There's stuff here that I'm constantly working on, trying to fix and revise. I think it's important that we try to keep it going with what works and what doesn't work when I try to implement it. There's lots of information in here that I've shared. All these are just links out to these other subjects. Did not put a reference on them because it is just that. We're going to that outside source. I'm not taking materials from them. This is a way to help the students learn how to go and find their resources outside of just me supplying them for them. So I'm trying to give them the research and analysis portion that they need to start having when they go forward in the program. Hope you enjoyed my presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and thank you.